they are incredibly large and represent the greatest mysteries among animal scientists. Make yourself comfortable and hold on to your seats. Here are the 8 fearsome monsters of the oceans, which will give you much more than just goosebumps. In the waters from California to the United States, a formidable predator resembling a megalodon, known as the Black Devil, is said to be hiding. The megalodon is a species of shark now extinct, which lived about 3 million years ago. Yes, it's old indeed. Scientists state that the megalodon resembled a stockier but 3 times larger version of the great white shark. The fossil remains that they currently hold reveal that the species reached lengths of up to 18 meters with an average size of 10.5 meters, and that these beasts could exert a biting force ranging from 110,000 to 180,000 newtons. Recently, a group of journalists published on its YouTube page the mini-documentary of the series, The Black Demon. A report suggested that a shark even larger and more terrifying than the megalodon was currently present in the waters off the coast of California. To support their words, the journalists put forward several pieces of evidence. According to the video, fishermen from the Pacific Ocean recorded first-hand experiences with the beast. The narrator had also revealed that hundreds of whales had been found dead in these waters, showing apparent signs of attack. Some fishermen even claim to have survived encounters with the giant black creature with huge, sharp teeth. Others claim to have seen huge shadows underwater on several occasions. The alleged presence of this black monster is now attracting the attention of experts and television channels around the world. However, today there is no concrete proof of the existence of this fearsome creature at the bottom of Californian waters. These unfounded findings are based solely on the numerous testimonies of fishermen. However, the hypothesis of the existence of the Black Demon is not to be definitively excluded, since the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has itself revealed that more than 95% of the ocean floor remains unexplored by humans. The Mariana Trench is known to be the deepest oceanic trench currently known, with 11,911 meters deep. This pit straddles 2 tectonic plates, the Pacific and the Philippine. At the bottom of this trench, hydrothermal faults discharge warm mineral-rich waters, giving rise to a tropical current, while the 10,000 meters of water above are at a positive temperature close to 0 degrees Celsius. These hydrothermal faults are home to life forms that were, until their discovery, totally unsuspected, considering that at these depths no creature could be found there. And since scientists made this amazing discovery, the craziest theories have been flying around. Some of them claim that at the bottom of the pit, a megalodon of more than 100 tons would live. Moreover, these theories were not born at random, since teeth of megalodon old of only 10.000 years were found at the bottom of the pits. These prove that the species has indeed survived in this tropical current, that it was able to adapt to the very strong water pressure, and that is also adapted to the prey of these depths. All this could therefore suggest that this creature is still living in the Marianas Trench today. Especially since recently, a video showing a giant creature swimming in the Mariana Trench in the western Pacific Ocean has been released. Having already been seen several thousand times, the video has created an enormous craze about it, although nothing really proves that it is a real megalodon. It could strongly be that this alleged giant creature is another species of shark, a close relative of the megalodon. But here again, nothing is really sure, so beware. And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive all the notifications and not miss out on any of our upcoming content. Come on, let's keep going. We all know the legend of the Loch Ness monster, that dreadful creature with a long neck that would inhabit the lake of the same name, and which arouses a monster interest in everyone, and it is the case to say it. While the existence of this creature has been demystified in recent years, a new photo published in June 2020 has revived the legend. The image shows indeed a mysterious creature looking like a plesiosaurus swimming in Loch Ness. According to very old rumors, the monster has been inhabiting the dark and enigmatic depths of the lake for years. According to a survey conducted by the blog Loch Ness Mystery, the image first appeared in mid-June in a Facebook group, posted by the group's founder himself, Steve Carrington. It was taken, he says, during his visit to Loch Ness in September 2019. While taking pictures of the landscape, the man said he spotted what looked like ripples in the water. What could be more normal, you might say, except that these ripples had been followed by the appearance of a mysterious aquatic creature with a spotted back. But don't get too excited, since the photo has been digitally faked. It turns out that the animal photographed was actually a catfish. More precisely, this Welsh catfish was caught in the Po River in Italy by fishermen Benjamin Grunder, Kai Weber, and Marcus Brock in 2018. No less impressive, this specimen weighed about 130 kilograms and measured nearly 268 centimeters in length. What is amusing about the story is that the catfish had unique pigmentation patterns on its back, like a kind of fingerprint. It was without counting on the eyes of links of our internet users who managed to detect the truth of the false and to show us by A plus B, that the pattern on the back of Steve Carrington's creature, was exactly the same as the pattern on the back of the catfish caught in Italy. According to the blog, Loch Ness Mystery, Steve Carrington works as a 3D artist. So, it's not hard to guess that there was some kind of, little digital exaggeration, in the case. Now take a look at these pictures. This beast you see there, looks too big to be a shark and too fast to be a whale, doesn't it? What do you think it is? Those who believe in the existence of prehistoric creatures today will certainly answer me that it is a snake with a gargantuan size. When you see these images captured by Google Earth off the coast of New Zealand, it is hard to pretend that it is just an ordinary creature. Rumors say that in the turquoise waters of one of New Zealand's most idyllic bays, lives a giant and mysterious sea creature. Satellite photos show indeed. A huge wake along the Bay of Islands in the north of the country and whose origin is impossible to explain. Engineer Peta Whitehira, who spotted the wake during her Google Earth search for her vacation home in Oki Bay, told the Daily Mail Australia newspaper that the tracks could only belong to a creature at least 12 meters long. He also said the indigenous inhabitants called the Maori people had known about the creature for a long time and called it Untanifa, a kind of dragon living in the water. According to their beliefs, the creature is much too big, too heavy, moves too fast, and turns too abruptly, which precludes any hypothesis of a shark or whale. The engineer also ruled out the idea that a boat could make this wake since there would have been foam created from the movement of the engine, but there is none on the picture. I think that with that, I have good reasons to start believing in dragons. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the largest white shark ever observed by man. This beautiful shark is called Deep Blue and it is a female. Although its appearances are rare, its titanic dimensions always leave chills to those who see it, even from far away. Deep Blue was so named in 2013, after being photographed by Michael Mayer. Based on the images that the photographer captured, experts estimated that the female shark was between 6 and 7 meters long and that she could continue to grow this way slowly until her death. These pantagruel dimensions make Deep Blue the largest white shark in the world today, even if this record pales beside the dimensions of its ancestor the Megalodon. At the time the picture was taken, her age was estimated to be around 50 years old, so she had a nice trot ahead of her since great white sharks have an average life expectancy of 70 years. The last time Deep Blue was sighted was a few months ago, about 15 kilometers off Honolulu, Hawaii in the Pacific Ocean. The female great white shark was peacefully devouring a dead sperm whale. An incredible scene that two photographers, Kim and Andrew, immortalized. Now fix the screen carefully. Did you notice anything? No. Okay, let's play them back a second time, zoomed in and slowed down this time. Did you see this gigantic shadow passing by? You don't believe your eyes, do you? In November 2012, on a coast of Brazil, this Coast Guard team on board a helicopter flying over the sea met a huge creature strangely resembling a megalodon. According to you, is it really one of these sea monsters? For thousands of years, the giant squid has been the subject of terrifying legends and myths. But sometimes the myths turn into reality, and that's what it comes down to. In 2007, a team of New Zealand scientists and researchers found a gigantic squid in the Ross Sea off the coast of Antarctica. The specimen was a female weighing about 500 kilograms, measuring 3.5 meters from fin to fin, and almost 13 meters in length. The animal had tentacles armed with razor-sharp hooks and eyes as large as plates. As soon as it was spotted by the fishermen, they immediately ceased all activities. On board the long liner San Aspiring, they fished the beast from a depth of between 1,200 meters and 1,800 meters. After being examined by experts, it turned out that this squid was in fact a colossal squid, a species of squid heavier but less long than the giant squid. Scientists have known of their existence since 1925, but only from remains found inside the whales and from sucker prints on the skin of the whales. The beast was then donated to the New Zealand Museum, Te Papa Tongarewa. Since 2008, millions of people have come to see with their own eyes the squid on display in the museum's natural history exhibit. The animal is so big, that if you wanted to make squid fritters, they would be the size of a tractor tire. The Earth is a mysterious planet, and although it has revealed many of its mysteries, man has not yet been able to detect them all. It will certainly take him several thousand more years to do so. Even if a large part of the globe has been explored, the marine world is still the least explored, and it is certainly the one with the most to discover. One of the myths that create 1001 fantasies among expert scientists of the marine world is the Megalodon. People believe that this titan of waters still exists and that it is still possible to find living representatives of it. Although to date these theories are not based on any palpable evidence, photos taken from Google Maps show indeed gigantic shadows under the waters of the world. These photos circulate everywhere on the internet and create waves of theories and debates with them since they seem truer than life. For example, this picture taken near the coast of Cat Island in the Bahamas lets us easily guess the image of a huge shark looking like a monster. People think that it is the irrefutable proof of the existence of a megalodon. But after the picture was examined by experts, it turned out that it was actually faked. The image was actually faked to give the impression that Google Maps captured a huge sea creature from the sky. But who's to say that the other pictures that are going around the net are not real? Mystery. So, how do you find these 8 creatures? Do you think the megalodon still exists today? Tell us what you think about it in the comments. We are curious to know what you think about it.